Hi, Glock 27 for Jimmy. Today we're in Woodland Park, Colorado. We're going to do a little bit of target practice and shooting the new Glock 23 that I just picked up the other day. Show that to you. There it is. Okay, today we're going to test the Glock 23. That's the compact. You've got the subcompact Glock 27. I've had that for a little over a year now. And then the Glock 23 is the compact size, mid-range, 40 caliber, as well as the 27. And the Glock 22, also 40 caliber, is the one that carries 15 rounds. 23 will carry 13 rounds, plus one in the chamber, of course, for 14 total. And then the 27 is a 9-rounder, and I've got the little extension on there to where I can put 10 in the magazine and 1 in the chamber. And just picked up the 23 a few days ago, and I've got the tailgate ready to go with plenty of firepower. And we're going to see what that 23 will do. Looking forward to shooting it. I've never shot the compact size Glock, and we're going to see how it turns out. So we are on a range by Woodland Park, Colorado here. As you can see, other people are out shooting out in that direction. We're here, and I've got some targets set up down here. Not a real long ways away. I got a little one here set up, metal target as well, to do a little shooting, and just to see what it'll do. The other thing I wanted to do is play with the sights a little bit. On all three of my Glocks, I put the Trigicon night sights. Well, these are Trigicon. The ones on the 27 are actually Ameriglow. I don't see the difference at night. Holding them up together, they look exactly the same to me. And the Glock 22 also has the Ameriglow night sights on it, and I like those quite a bit. So I'm going to focus downrange, and I think I'm going to go ahead and zoom in. Oops. I'll go ahead and zoom in on the target so we can see what I'm doing here. Maybe see my holes a little bit better. Well, not horrible. As you can see, I dropped one off the red, which I'm not too happy about. So I will not be quitting there. I'm going home at this point, that's for sure. These are the best guns in the world, in the world, in the world. These are the best guns in the world. Well, the bread is not bad either. 40 caliber, 40 caliber, 40 caliber. The Glock 27 holds 9 rounds, 10 with the extended magazine on the end. The 40 caliber in the compact size, this is subcompact 27 model. The Glock 23 is the compact model, middle of the road, and the Glock 22 is the big boss. Well, there's always something bigger. Everything's bigger in Texas, I imagine. If you buy a Glock in Texas, it's probably freaking huge. But this is my biggest one. It holds 15 bullets, 16 if you keep one in the chamber. First of all, I should remove the magazine and show that the weapon's clear, just to make sure that we're being safe here. And I like the Glock 23, excuse me, and I also am partial to the Glock 22 and the Glock 27. So, in case you can't tell, I am a big fan of the 40 caliber bullet. It's big, obviously bigger than a 9mm, and it's not as big as a 45, but it's also not as slow. And if you get the right ammunition, it can make a pretty big hole anyway. And once you have 140, I don't want different types of ammo around. I just want all the same thing. That's just the way I am. My first weapon was a Beretta, also 40 caliber. Clear this one as well. I've had this weapon for about 5 years, I think, and it's been very good. I like it a lot. And my next weapon was the 27. Now, this is the subcompact version of the 40 caliber Glock. Another weapon that we should make sure we have safe, which we do. Dry fire. And before we start playing with the 22, also 40 caliber, we'll make sure it's clear. It is. And kaboomy. And you've got the 3 size 40s. Big, medium, small. A little bit about the accessories that I put on the Glock 27. I did go ahead with the the tungsten guide rod and spring, as opposed to the plastic one that comes with it, the Glock. I plan on doing the same thing with these two, is to upgrade a few of those parts. I went ahead with the extended slide release. As you can see, well, you may not be able to see real well on camera, but it does stick out just a little bit more than the factory. It makes it a lot easier to grab onto when you're taking off the slide. You can pull that down a little bit easier and remove the slide. I prefer those. I also like to have the extended slide lock, and it sticks out just a little bit further than the stock. Still okay to grab onto it. A little easier to grab onto this one. When you're going to lock it back, you could just push up on it quite a bit easier, I think. And I also like to have the extended magazine release. I went ahead and put one on here as well. I don't know if you can tell, well, the way my thumb sits on here when I'm naturally holding the weapon, it goes right up against it, and it is quite easy for me to. I put the longer one in there. I'll put the Glock 22. I'll put the Glock 27 magazine in there, which, by the way, I put a little extension on just for a better place for the pinky. On this Glock 27, the stock has 9 bullets in it, and when it's in, you can tell there's really no place for your little finger. You can kind of tuck it up under here. Some people like that. It is a very good concealed carry size weapon. However, to me, it doesn't. You can add one more bullet by putting the extension on. I like to have a place for the little finger. It makes it just a little bit longer, obviously. But it's still a very good concealed carry size. As you can see, the Glock 23 is just a little bit longer, and then the Glock 22 is also longer yet.